Hello, this is Ayako Sekiguchi from Bola's Kitchen. Today, I'm here with my child. It's the season when this child is delicious. This dish is so tasty you won't be able to stop eating it. This time, I'd like to share the recipe with you. This recipe has been my latest obsession. This time, we won't use any heat, so you can make it ahead and store it easily. It can be served on somen or other noodles over rice as a bowl and enjoyed in many ways. It's also very versatile, so it's super convenient. This recipe uses a way of eating eggplant that doubles its health benefits, promotes blood circulation, and helps with recovery from fatigue. Please watch until the end. Today, I'll demonstrate making eggplant with green onion and ponzu sauce. Here are the ingredients. You'll need eggplant and green onion, as well as ponzu sauce, sesame oil, and ground sesame seeds. That's all. These are the only ingredients you need. I actually use sesame and ground sesame in a lot of my recipes. Just adding a little bit of sesame lets you get some lignans, which are a type of polyphenol. It really enhances the flavor of the seasonings, giving them a natural richness and depth. Using ground sesame really makes your dishes turn out rich and flavorful, so please give it a try. The ingredients for this dish are simple, but even with simple ingredients, by combining the right ones, you can create something really special. First, we'll be using eggplants, and this time, instead of using the stove, we'll heat them in the microwave. To start, remove the stem end of the eggplant. Cut just at the edge and twist the knife to peel off only the stem part. I think that's the best way to do it. Actually, the stem part is also quite flavorful and delicious. Just be careful because there are a few thorns. It should look like this. Wrap the eggplant tightly in a large piece of plastic wrap and heat it up. Wrap it up like this. If you're using a 600-watt microwave, heat it for about 4 minutes. While the eggplant is heating, finely chop the green onion. There are many ways to finely chop, but I usually cut it diagonally about halfway. Make cuts with the knife blade, slicing in. Flip it over and do the same, angling the knife blade diagonally toward the center of the green onion. It should look something like this. After that, just cut it as you normally would into small rounds. That way, all of the green onion will end up finely chopped. This method is actually pretty easy, so I recommend it. Okay, I've heated the eggplant in the microwave. Right now, the eggplant is really hot, so I can't touch it as it is. I'll let it cool down a bit in a bowl filled with cold water. You can also cool it under running water if you prefer. Any method you like is fine. I'll let the eggplant cool down like this, wrapped in plastic wrap. I think it's best to leave it as is. While the eggplant cools down, I'll talk about today's dish and the nutritional points of eggplant. The purple color of the eggplant skin comes from a pigment called nasunin. It's an antioxidant. Also, the component that causes the dark color near the seeds, often called aku, is actually chlorogenic acid, which is also an antioxidant. If you use the eggplant without soaking it in water or peeling it, it helps remove active oxygen and aids in recovery from fatigue. Also, sesame oil and ground sesame are rich in vitamins, improve blood flow, and help reduce bad cholesterol. They're nutrients. It's also called the vitamin of rejuvenation. By adding chopped green onions, you can further promote blood circulation, which helps with recovery from fatigue and anti-aging. Okay, now that the eggplant has cooled down quite a bit, let's take it out of the cold water and start tearing it apart. This time, instead of soaking it in water, we're using plastic wrap as a cover to keep the nutrients inside without letting them escape. This method helps lock in the nutrition. The eggplant looks beautifully prepared too. The purple color is really vibrant too. And as for the eggplant, this time I'm going to tear it apart by hand. I'm going to shred both the skin and the flesh into thin strips. When you prepare the eggplant like this, the flavors blend together better and the texture is different from when you just cut it. You can enjoy a new kind of texture this way. Also, when you tear it apart like this, it becomes really fluffy and you can enjoy it as if it's a completely different kind of food. All the nutrients of the eggplant are kept inside just as they are. It's great for your body because you can finish it without losing any nutrients. So just like this, I'm tearing the eggplant. Now it's in bite-sized pieces that are easy to eat. Next, we'll add ponzu sauce here. Please use whichever one you prefer. This is sesame oil. If you use a little less sesame oil and add some chili oil, it will give it a bit of a spicy kick. You can enjoy the spiciness. This is ground sesame with sesame oil and ground sesame. It's also rich in vitamins and helps promote blood circulation. Chopped green onions go in. It's really just things you usually have in your freezer, but this combination is exquisite. After that, you just mix everything together like this. If you let it sit for a while, the flavors will soak in and it will get even more delicious. That's really all there is to it. It's delicious fresh, but gets even better over time. When the flavors blend together in the refrigerator, it becomes even more delicious. So I really recommend making plenty in advance. And with that, my green onion ponzu dish is complete. This green onion ponzu is super easy to make without using any heat, so I'd like to tell you a little about how it tastes. Please excuse me for tasting it while standing. It turned out with a really nice flavor. The green onion ponzu has really soaked into the eggs, giving them a fluffy texture, and the little seeds add a nice pop, plus the slight firmness of the skin. The contrast is just perfect. Also, if you grill or cook them, the skin gets soft, but with this microwave method, you get a unique deliciousness. And since I haven't soaked them in water at all, it's great that all the polyphenol nutrients from the eggplant are still inside. When it's hot and you don't feel like doing anything, this is definitely a dish I recommend. I have a special arrangement recipe that's super easy and I really want you to try it as a finishing rice dish. Just put plenty of this egg with green onion ponzu on top of warm rice. I think it's even better if you add the sauce with ground sesame and green onions together. Place the eggs on the rice while mixing them with the sauce. The colors are beautiful too, right? And then to finish, place an egg yolk right in the center. That's it. This is the green onion ponzu rice bowl with egg. This is really perfect even when you don't have much of an appetite, so I definitely want you to try this arrangement. Of course, I think it would also be great as a topping for some noodles or chilled Chinese noodles. This time, I introduced a super easy and delicious eggplant recipe that doesn't require any cooking. If you store it in the refrigerator, please try to eat it within 3 to 4 days. It's a recipe that's easy to make and packed with antioxidants, so please give it a try. Please use this to help recover from summer fatigue. Thank you very much for watching until the end. Well then, see you again. Let's meet in another video.